The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the Way FM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. Hey, just remember, they are trying their best.
You know what? I am not going to give up that easy.
It's news-ish
I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
on The Wally Show.
Wally and Gavin, how many friends would you say you would consider close friends?
Like close friends, like
Don't overthink it.
Okay.
Like friends that you would consider close. For me, I would say 3.
3? Okay, no, you're not counting.
No, I changed that. 4. 4.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm a late addition.
No. Oh, I didn't.
5. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
That means
Okay,
I
I'll
didn't
say
even
5.
come close.
No, you're not even in the conversation on
Okay,
this one.
anyways,
Three,
it turns
three.
out
I have always been there for her.
It turns out that the average American has 4 close friends. So
okay.
if you've got 4, you're doing pretty good. The biggest killer when it comes to adult friendships is distance. If they
Yeah.
move away, which I know is what happened with you, Wally, with Gregor Bear.
I know,
he
man.
decided to up and run to Utah and so far away.
Left me behind. I'm trying to move there, but my wife was like, "That's stupid to move for your friends." I'm like, "Well, he's a good friend, and I like hanging out with him, but she won't let me move."
Well, and I found this surprising. Gen Z, the younger generation, they're losing friends faster than the older generation. Yeah, I don't know if that's because maybe you're still trying to find out what you believe in, who you want to surround yourself with. You're still growing into yourself, and as you get older, you kind of know the people that you want to surround yourself with. I don't find this surprising. Men lose more than women. So men, when it comes to friendships, they're losing them quicker than
We don't keep up with them.
Right. Women are better at that.
100%. I'm really bad at that. Out of sight, out of mind. I think it's a ADHD thing too. But and I have to force myself to stay in friendships if they're not. But then when I see you again, like, hey, it's like a puppy. Like, oh my gosh.
Right, exactly. Well, if you're in a situation where you'd like to build some adult friendships, there are 3 takeaways.
That's a lot of work.
First one is show up consistently.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, take initiative. If people aren't initiating with you, initiate with them. And then also be willing to feel uncomfortable while putting yourself out there. I know that's hard,
That's hard
for a
for
lot
you.
of us introverts. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just want to stay home and feel comfortable, but you're not going to get anywhere. And keep this in mind too. There are many adults out there that are lonely. So if you go into the room knowing that there are many that feel the same way you do, maybe that'll give you a little bit of confidence to walk into the room and initiate. And keep this in mind. Psychologists do say if you want a village, you need to be a villager. That means you need to show up for others in the way you would like to be supported.
Only to one day have them not put you on their closest friends list. When you've
Listen,
been there for someone.
I upped it.
Yeah.
I said 5.
Yeah, I was an add-on. Shows me how close we are.
And now for some good news.
Uplift and Way FM. This here is the Wally Show with a little bit of good news. Giddy up! A few rapid-fire stories coming at you because the regular news is a bit cantankerous and can be kind of a bummer. So we want to make you feel a little bit better. So let's start with you, Betty Lou.
There's a cute story about a 4-year-old kid near Detroit. He called 911 last weekend to tell them how much he loves soccer and swimming.
Gotta call somebody.
All right, got to tell someone. So cops did a welfare check, and they found out that his brother's birthday was Sunday, and they came back with gifts.
Nice.
And they actually bought them a soccer net for their backyard.
I love when cops do like that stuff because cops have a very difficult job.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's only the mistake cops that get on, noticed, socially and in public. And so I love hearing these stories for sure. Gavin, good news, Giddy up, go.
Let's keep the cop good story train rolling. There's a cop in Pennsylvania being praised for not shutting down a kid's lemonade stand.
There you go.
Some lady complained that the kids were being annoying and a nuisance, and he ended up taking a selfie with them, enjoying his cup of lemonade.
Nice.
And then his department shared that photo on
Nice.
Facebook. So they're just getting it right today.
And then send it to that lady. Why you got to be such a killjoy, Karen? And finally, this is kind of cool. There was a entrepreneur in Kenya. He designed an app that translates speech into sign language, okay? It's basically AI-powered, uses avatars. It's kind of like Google Translate. You know how you can translate actual languages?
Yeah.
Into spoken languages into sign language. So that's really cool. So you could say something, then show your phone to the person who is hearing impaired, and it will sign what you
What
just
you
said.
just did
Yeah.
as a, I don't know what that was, like 2 spiders? I don't know.
I was trying to show Betty and Gavin, and I'm like, it will sign, and I just kind of did my hands together. See, that shows the need for this app. I don't know the sign for sign language, and see, there you go. That is a really great thing. I think there's going to be a day where we don't have to learn other languages. Technology is going to get there, where they already have earbuds where you can hear conversations and it translates it. I think it's going to get so good. It's good and a bad thing. Like, because then you don't have to do the effort to learn a language, because there's intellect, there's education and intellect in that, plus really good communication and connection with people versus the app.
There's also a really good sign of stupidity when you're sitting there trying to show what sign language looks
and you
like,
just do your
and
fingers
you're doing your fingers
like spaghetti.
like-
Yeah, absolutely. I could have used the app there for sure. And that's your good news, Giddy Up.
Monday School is a chance for Wally to share what he learned at church and prove that he went.
When you look forward to something like a concert, a party, a promotion, and you finally get there, it feels amazing. But sometimes there's a little letdown on the other side. And we just came off of like a week of revival at my church. It was incredible. But now what? You know, you get that spiritual high in the moment, but the key to revival is what happens after. The end of the revival isn't the destination, but rather just the beginning. Because God doesn't want just a week with you. He wants that daily relationship with you that feels like revival every day. And that same excitement you had when you first got saved is what, you know, he wants and what we should want too. But like a marriage, sometimes we drift and we lose that passion that we once had. But Jesus, when he was asked in Matthew, said, what was the greatest commandment? And he could have said anything. There's like 600 Jewish laws. And he didn't hesitate. He said, love God with all your heart and love others as yourself. And notice the as yourself part. I think that's important because he could have just said love others and that would have been like, oh, okay, I get it. But I think he knew that naturally most of us want what's best for us. And he's saying that you should want the best for others as well. And what's that best for you should be what you want for them, because you'll keep yourself to a higher standard.
Oh, boy, but that's tough, wanting the best for people that you don't like.
That's very true. Or when you look at like, you know, the situation we're in currently in this country, and you look at people that are struggling, and you're like, oh, I just want good things for them. But no, I should want them to have what I have, you know, as far as the best for them kind of thing. But here's the truth. If you don't love yourself, it's hard to love anyone else well. If you're miserable, you're not going to celebrate someone else's joy. If you're bitter, you're not going to be happy for someone else's success. But when you're secure in God's love, when you truly walk in a relationship with him, you'll love others naturally. And even, like Betty said, the hard to love ones. And it's not easy. It's not easy.
That's why we need Jesus.
So what does revival look like on the daily? It's walking in the Spirit. Now, some of y'all just went, nope, I don't speak in tongues or dance in church. I get it. I grew up that way.
What?
Because that was my reaction too. Like when I hear verbiage like that. But walking in the Spirit basically means responding in immediate obedience to God's voice, that gentle nudge, that whisper, whatever it is for you. But when you follow that, your life changes radically. And so like living in anger, jealousy, pride, resentment, that's living in the world. But what does living in the Spirit look like? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, all those things. And our pastor talked about something that I really like. This is the takeaway for you, okay? It's called the banana test, all right?
Okay.
When you squeeze a banana, what comes out?
Squishy.
Banana?
Nasty.
Banana! That's right. Banana comes out. You squeeze it, a banana's going to come out.
Oh, okay.
What
There
is
you
this
go.
gonna
That's your Monday school for today. No, you got to figure it out. No, because like when life squeezes you, what comes out? Does anger, fear, and all the things of the world come out? Or does love, joy, peace, patience, kindness come out? That's like God living in you. And I know if you squeeze me, you're getting a full dose of the world a lot of days, you know, and stuff. And so that was like super convicting for me personally and encouraging at the same time. And so maybe you find yourself in that place or haven't thought of it like that before, and that helps you out. That is your Monday school for today. Banana test.
Hey, Wally, do you have a minute?
Sorry, busy.
I have cake.
Oh, what do you need?
Yeah, see, that's a perfect example of even though we are busy, we make time for what's important.
Yeah, because going back to school as an adult, you're busy with work, you've got family, but if you want to make your education a priority, trust me, you can do it. Betty did.
Like when I first started, I was super intimidated because it had been a while since I've been in school. But I mean, from the very first conversation, I felt like they were setting me up for success.
Yeah, and going back to school with CCU's flexible online courses makes it so convenient.
Yeah, and what's so cool is every class has a biblical worldview perspective. And so you think, well, how can they turn math into a biblical worldview? They find a way.
Yeah, and that was one of my jobs when I was teaching at CCU was integrating not just the facts and figures of things, but how your faith plays into what you're going to do.
CCU offers Christ-centered higher education, transforming students to impact the world with grace and truth.
Cultivate your mind without compromising your heart. Get started today at online.ccu.edu. Colorado Christian University is a non-profit impact partner. Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show. It's always good to be part of a team, and you get that, that camaraderie, and then when you have a success, you get to all celebrate and then dump Gatorade on somebody.
Yeah!
I nominate Betty for this one. Oh, nose goes. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Gavin
dang
got
it.
you. So on Thursday, at the end of the People's Challenge here, we will dump a bucket of Gatorade on Betty Lou.
good.
Nope.
If we get to at least $20,000.
I'll buy
Not.
all the Gatorade.
No, we will not.
I thought you said you were going to do the $20,000.
Oh. I love this company.
Gatorade's cheaper.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
here's the deal. What we're talking about is our People's Challenge. We're looking to build the first challenge for starting off Support Drive on Friday, which means we want to have this built by Thursday night. And the way we do this is one person at a time. Each person saying, hey, I love the ministry of Way FM. I've listened for a long time. I haven't gotten involved yet. I'll do a single gift, and we'll add your single gift of $100, $500, $1,000, whatever it is. We'll add that with other people's and build this fund together, kind of like a GoFundMe, quite literally. And so at the end of that, we'll know on Monday what we're starting off with, because this will give us a really great head start as we go into Support Drive. And it's the thing that we cannot do this without you, and we're thankful for you, and we'd love to have you be part of this team and drop a bucket of Gatorade on Betty Lou.
No, that's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen.
I heard it on the radio, so I think it's true.
No. If you would like to be a part of this People's Challenge, it's so easy to do. You can simply go to wayfm.com, or you can text the word people. That's people to 91979. I'm going to send you a link when you do that. Just click on the link and you can give your best single gift. The People's Challenge is perfect for those people who want to get involved, but maybe their week gets ahead of them. They get busy and then they forget. It's like you can get this done and then move on with your day.
And you're going to help set up the whole drive, too.
Exactly.
That first challenge is so important. And so please comment while you're giving as well, like what was it that got you involved, and your favorite flavor of Gatorade.
That we can pour on Gavin's head.
The more you say it, the more we all know it's going to be you.
Yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
gonna be me.
Yeah.
So again, text the word people if you want to get involved to 91979. Thank you.
Getting you caught up. It's news-ish on The Wally Show.
If you do the shopping for your family, you already know how expensive it is getting. And I had to pick up some Fritos for dip for our Christmas tree decorating party. Yes, I know it's early, but my wife is happy, so don't bust my chops about it. Yes, our Christmas is already up. Anywho, I was stunned. Fritos, $7.29 for a bag of scoop Fritos. I was
Really?
at Publix, yeah. Unbelievable.
That's
That's
bad.
insane.
Yeah, unconscionable. And
Why?
I don't know. I mean, because literally Fritos are the chip that is literally only good as a dip delivery method. Like no one in their right mind goes, oh, Fritos, I'll just eat some of those out of the bag like you do Lay's or whatever.
Yeah, no one would do that at all.
No one that's not a serial killer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sure.
You only use those for dip. So I got home and I'm gobsmacked. And my wife was like, it's pretty normal. I'm like, what?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not normal.
I don't know. But since technology helps us in just about every area of our life, why not let it help us save a little money at the grocery store? There are actually a couple apps I found that might be helpful in saving you some money. The first one is called Too Good to Go, like TOO, Too Good to Go. And it connects you. It's an app that connects you with thousands of discounted surplus food from bakeries, restaurants, ready-to-eat grocery counters, and more, like stuff like that. Like stuff that's like still good and still fine.
Yeah.
But it's on discount because they're going to have to throw it away.
Okay. Yeah. So if you see that red sticker that's like manager's choice or manager's deal, like don't look past it. Consider it.
Growing up, I didn't know that every food didn't have that label on it. Like that was all that was in our pantry. Was it a manager special or, Sergeant Soggy instead of Captain Crunch? Oh. It was always the knockoff stuff, and so users can also, through that app, Too Good to Go, get so-called surprise bags, which are surplus goods at a lower cost from partners like Whole Foods even, so like some good places.
Okay.
But it's basically like they just put it all in there and go, here's your $20 bag or whatever.
And then you probably end up with prune cookies or something.
I don't know, man. Flash Food, that's another app. It's similar in that it offers fresh, affordable produce and protein from grocery stores, and they partner with major retailers like Kroger, Meijer, Tops. And when you download the app, you can browse what's on sale near you. Like it's customized to your area, so you can see stores that you shop at and what might be on sale. Like they said, their best-selling item right now is a 10-pound box of mixed fruits and vegetables that they sell for $5.
Okay.
Yeah, because fruits and vegetables are going to go bad the quickest.
Right.
And so, like, if you get a big box of that and you love lettuce, here you go.
Well, then you have no excuse not to eat healthy, Wally. You say it's expensive?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I
You
know.
could do it.
Well, the fruit part of it I like. The vegetable part's lost on me. But, like, I love strawberries. If there's 5 pounds of strawberries in there, I'll be set. If there's, like, broccoli and turnips or something, I'm kind of hosed. But I'm curious. So, again, it's the Flash Food or Too Good to Go. Those are two apps that maybe could help you out. I don't know. But if you check them out, let me know if they work for you, because I'd really be interested to know that. Uplifting Way FM. This is The Wally Show. There's that saying, like, they peaked in high school. A friend of mine and I were talking about, like, our different high school experiences. And for a lot of kids, high school is great. Like, you're the star athlete. You dated all the right people, and you got out of high school, and you look back, man, that was so much fun. That wasn't the case for most of us.
Aww.
Like, that was not my case at all going through school. I actually have some regrets from high school. And I have one really serious one, which we'll get to mine in just a minute. But let's start with yours, Betty. If you were to look back on your high school experience, what would your 5-word regret? You only have 5 words to do it.
I had a really great high school experience.
Of course you did. The
But
beautiful people always do.
No, I didn't date anyone because all the guys in my school were. I would just say I grew up with them, so they were like brothers to me.
And there was 4 of them.
There was like 4 of them. It just
like you could date your way through her school in a semester.
Exactly, the pickings were slim. But I will say I do have one regret, and it comes to my grades. So my 5 words would be: do it for the A. I did just what I needed to get by.
Yeah.
I did not like school. I didn't want to do my homework. I was fine with a D+. Like, it's passing. I'm fine. But I wish I had paid more attention back then, because I have said some things now that I'm grown up where I'm like, just now getting it. And I'm like, oh, oops.
The best one the other day was she's like, y'all, U-Haul. The company U-Haul, you're not going to believe this. It means you haul it. And we're like, yeah. She's I just figured that out.
I didn't. Anyway.
I know. I get that. But you did really well in college. When you went to Colorado Christian, you changed that. You turned it around.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I
you
did. But
really
in high
well.
school, I wish I had just paid better attention.
I get that. Gavin, what would your 5-word regret in high school be?
Ironically, I think it's the opposite, where it's like mine was dating is not that important. Dating is not. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good. You had a lot of syllables.
I actually was good in math too in high school, by the way.
So you had all the crushes.
But
on all the
I mean,
girls?
like, I probably went through a 2-year span there where it felt like if you were dating somebody, or not necessarily who, but like just being in a relationship, was more important than anything. Like the school kind of came natural for me. But and I will say it was important, like senior year of high school, because I met my wife, so that worked out well.
Yeah.
But whenever I was dating other people in the earlier years of high school, it just it left me like a little emotional wreck for a couple of years there.
Yeah.
So I just said, skip out on that,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, 5 words. Gavin lived in friend zone.
I did.
All right, I have mine, and mine's actually like a real serious one, and we'll get to mine in a minute, but I'd really like to hear yours. If you only had 5 words for your biggest high school regret, what would those 5 words be in a sentence there? 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. We'll take yours right now. So what would yours be?
Just calm the heck down.
Okay, so you were pretty high strung. Were you very emotional?
Very high. Yes. Wanted straight A's all the time. Wanted to be the best at everything. And I would look back and say, just calm the heck down. It's all going to be okay.
Now, are you still the same way, though? Like, you want perfection? If you wanted straight A's, are you kind of a perfectionist?
Very much so, yes.
Okay.
But I think as life's gone on, you realize, your best and the best are not the same. And I think it took me a long time to learn that lesson.
That's great. That's really good advice for everybody, even adults. All right, Becky, you're up. What is your 5-word advice to yourself looking back on your biggest high school regret?
Hi, good morning. Mine would be, I do not have to.
Okay, I do not have to what?
I do not have to have a boyfriend. I do not have to drink. I do not have to go to that party if I'm not comfortable going to that party. Well, it was about peer pressure. I just really felt like I had to do what everybody else had to do.
That is a really good one, because I think most kids fall into peer pressure. Unless you're like me, you're so far on the outside that no one was pressuring you to do anything because they didn't even know you existed. Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show. So when we ask you for advice, or when we ask you to weigh in on something like this 5-word statement or sentence about your biggest high school regret, we will do the same thing as well. We don't ask you just to do something we won't do. And I have mine. Mine's kind of a serious one, and it's 5 words, and it says, the bullied can be bullies. And
The bullied can be bullies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were bullied in high school.
Yes.
So are you saying you could be a bully?
absolutely.
Oh.
Like, it all rolls downhill. Kind of
Hurt
like
people hurt people.
Yeah, and like when you have a boss that takes things out on you and then you take them out on the people down below you. It's the same thing in high school, because I got bullied in high school too, like most people do. But then I found myself, and I still regret this to this day, like picking on somebody else. And I remember it distinctly, because there was even a little song, because I have a flair for the dramatic,
Oh my gosh, which
Yeah.
led to more bullying.
I know. Yes, exactly. You're like, wait, I'm bullying that kid. Stop punching me. Yeah. Yes, it sounds like theater, but okay. But I remember making fun of this kid, and this is what's so bad. I'm like literally like embarrassed and ashamed about it, because I was like, I remember making up this little song making fun of like his Kmart glove and his Winn-Dixie shoes. Yeah, exactly. And who does that when you're a poor kid too?
Right.
Again, like I didn't have money, like I wasn't wealthy, but like you find that thing because everyone else is picking and you pile on because, oh good, the target's off of me and it's on someone else now, you know? And I did. And it's one of those things. It was something that was character defining, hopefully later for me in life, when I'm like, that was wrong. Like absolutely wrong. And yes, do I make fun of things and stuff to this day in good nature, kidding around? Yeah, but like I have a heart for the disenfranchised and the people that have been ostracized, because I know what that's like, and I don't want to replicate that in my life as an adult, And so that was one that stuck with me too. But
About that song, could you sing it?
no,
again?
I don't ever want to sing it again. No.
I would love to hear that.
I'll make one up for you, Gavin. I'll
Oh,
bully you.
The world can get hectic.
Are you kidding?
That's why we like to do news-ish
I need to calm down.
on The Wally Show.
What do you got, Gavin?
The internet's world built for debate, for better or worse, and apparently the most recent one that popped up came with this prompt: General Mills, the everything company, like
Yeah,
they make
cereal and stuff,
cereal,
yeah.
all that good stuff. They hire you, and you have to decide which component to eliminate from Chex Mix.
Okay.
Which one goes first? Now,
Hot take, Chex. The
You don't like it?
No.
I just don't know anybody who goes I don't know anyone who that's their go-to snack.
Yeah.
I go through spurts where, to me, I like it. I like the saltiness. I like the crunch. If you asked me what needs to come out of it, I would say the pretzel.
Okay.
No, because to me, that there are like two different types of pretzel. There's the stick, and then there's the loopy one.
I'll go through what all there is in Chex
Yeah,
Mix if you haven't had it for a while.
You see how passionate we are about this? We both just piled onto that. Okay,
So
go ahead. What's in there?
The wheat Chex, corn Chex, like the cereal. Those are good. I like those.
Yeah.
There's the square pretzel, and then there's the circle pretzel. So those are your two pretzels.
One
then
of them
there's
needs to go.
the mini breadstick, and then this is the one that the internet, obviously took by storm. That said this needs to go right away. Was the rye chip, that brown?
No, that one's my
thing.
favorite. I like that one.
I saw one comment that said, I feed that to my dog, and he doesn't like it. So some people said that. Some people mentioned the fact that there are two pretzels, so we might as well just
one.
Just cut one of the pretzels.
Yeah, you don't need both pretzels in there. Honestly, again, the Chex part of it, the Chex, wheat Chex or whatever, that's the worst part of the thing to me.
You think so?
Yeah, like that gets in the way, and it's like in the name. It's like the thing that you need to have in there, but I'm like, that's superfluous.
Somebody did say, like, getting rid of Chex because I'd say this about all of them, if you eat them wrong, it's going to, like, tear up the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because it's all sharp. But I don't know why this was so important and why people were so passionate about it, but I do think we need to get rid of the rye chip. That's the only thing that I know and believe in this world.
Once again, like, I will always contend when you see something like this blow up online and you talk about, like, all the problems we have in our country.
Yeah.
If this is your biggest issue today, we're doing pretty good.
I would say so. Well done.
We play so much great music here on Way FM. This is the Wally Show, by the way. But I love when we get to hear a little bit more behind what went into a song, because you might hear it one way, but it could be completely different. And that's kind of the case with Kane, right, Gavin?
Yes, you know them for kind of their big on the map song, Rise Up.
So come on and rise up, take a breath, you're alive now. Can't you hear the voice of
And they recently came out with a new song. I love everything that they put out there.
I'm a big Kane
fan. If you
fan.
don't know much about them, they are a band made up of 3 siblings, the Cain siblings, not named after the man Cain in the beginning of the Bible. But
their last name.
They came out with this song called I Made It.
I'm coming out the other side stronger. One foot in front of the other. Head still raising, heart still praising. I made it, I made it, I made it. I made
And Madison Cain, one of the sisters in the band, she posted on the band's Instagram account kind of talking about what they were actually kind of all going through when they actually wrote this song.
The truth is, the day that we wrote I Made It, Logan and Emily were having a miscarriage. All of last year, I was experiencing such extreme mental health issues that I was having crisis calls with a therapist. So this song is not to say, look at us, all of our troubles are gone. What we're trying to say is, there are some things that we thought were going to kill us and take us down, but we made it. The Lord has helped us to survive.
And that's kind of what I want to talk about, like using this as the inspiration. Like, for them, it was their own song, too, to help them walk through life and the things that they were all dealing with. And the cool thing is that gets to help other people as well. But what we're curious about is, what was that song that helped you make it through? The thing you thought might end you, the thing that you thought was going to be like a mountain too great to scale, but somehow you got through it, and there was kind of a song that was your anthem, if you will.
Because God can use anything to get us through scenarios, tough situations, but we're focusing on songs. And 2, I'd love to hear the line that really meant something to you, that lyric from that song that really resonated with you when you were going through something so difficult.
All right, 855-33-WAY-FM. We'll open the lines up. You can jump in right now with your story. 855-33-WAY-FM. What song helped you get through something, Rich?
This would definitely have been about 6 years ago, but the first time I ever heard Austin French Freedom Hymn.
This is the sound of chains breaking. This is the beat of a heart changing. This is the song of a soul forgiven.
I had just got done burying both my parents, which unfortunately also led to me losing my house, and was just stressed out to no end. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was just in basically a basket case for a while there. But I remember driving home from the funerals, and that song came on, and I literally just pulled over and just listened to each and every word, and it was like, you know what? You're going to get through this. And here I am 6 years later, and I'm through it. It's an amazing thing when you just let God take control.
I really appreciate you sharing your story on this song, because this is a song that I've been flippant about, because it was like, this is my freedom ham, because it sounds like he says ham.
So flippant on it that he actually got him to sing the song Freedom Ham.
Yes, exactly. and so to hear that this song landed with you in such a deep, profound way, I think is fantastic. Plus, it'll make Austin French feel good, too, that he didn't write the Freedom Ham song.
I appreciate you guys.
What is a song that helped you get through something you didn't think you were going to make it through?
Well, my song is Tell Your Heart to Beat Again by Danny Gokey.
Tell your heart to beat again. Close your eyes and breathe it in. Let the shadows fall away. Step into the light of grace.
So why this one?
Well, I was going through a divorce that was obviously not expected. Nobody expects that kind of thing. So when my son was 2 years old, we got a divorce, and I went to a women's Christian retreat, and Danny Gokey was performing on stage, and God used his songs, like every song he sang, tore me apart and just rebuilt me at the same time. The verses in that song that spoke the most to me was, when this world drives you to your knees, you think you're never going to get back. To the you that used to be, tell your heart to beat again.
Oh, yeah, that is good. Because sometimes you have a new norm as you're experiencing. You know, this is where you ended up, and now you're into a new normal, but it doesn't mean that your life is over. It's like God can redeem even the most broken things in our lives. And that's kind of what you're living out. And I'm glad you have this song to help you do that.
Yeah, he gave me a new heart, a whole new heart.
What song has been the thing that has helped get you through something tough?
Song for me is Redeemed by Big Daddy Weave.
I am redeemed. You set me free.
And the reason it resonated with me was I'd had a really rough time. I was not a Christian. I had an affair. My husband and I were obviously struggling, but my husband forgave me. But I wasn't able to forgive myself, and I didn't think I was worthy of forgiveness. And we had friends that were trying to bring us to the church and bring us to Jesus, and I was still very reluctant. And then I heard the song Redeemed, and how that song resonated with me was absolutely life-changing, because that song was what allowed me to see that God forgives our sins even when we're not ready to forgive ourselves. And it brought me to faith. And, you know, that's what got me into the church and got me baptized. And I became a Christian when I was 32.
I'm a big fan of Big Daddy Weave, but I'm a big fan of Mike Weaver as a person. Like, he sat with me one day, like I was just kind of down in it, going through some stuff. And he's like, dude, man, bro, come on, let's pray. Because that's how he talks. You know, he's like, hey, man, like, do you need me to pray? Let's pray right now. And he's like, and here's my number. Just text me anytime you need something or whatever. You know, just so genuine and kind. It was awesome. And so what I'm going to do, Sarah, is I want to actually take your call, and I'm going to text it to him.
That's awesome.
Because I think this will make his day as well.
I just can't tell you how much this song was instrumental in it, because I started listening to Way FM, and when I would hear that song come on, it was like, okay, this really is true, and I really can be forgiven.
Uplifting Way FM. This is The Rock Report with Betty Rock.
Before the year 1994, we were blessed with Christmas classics from Nat King Cole, Bing Crosby.
So good.
All the classics. But then 1994 came and Mariah Carey came in hot.
Can I just say something, though? This song, even from the very beginning, felt like a Christmas classic.
It did.
It's Christmas to me.
I know, and it's so crazy because it was the first holiday song to hit 2 billion streams.
Holy moly.
Insane, yeah. And here's what's so crazy. So like I said, that was released in 1994. In December of 2019, 25-ish years later, it reached number 1. So it had never reached number 1 until 2019. And that makes it the longest gap between release and hitting number 1.
That's crazy.
I know. So because Mariah Carey released that song, she's become the queen of Christmas. I looked into why that is. Like, why did this song get such a resurgence in the 2000s? And a lot of people say it's because it has that Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
But it's also pop. It's a beat. And so it's not slow, it's more happy. And so people love it. And they feel like when you hear that song, it rings in Christmas.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm ready to go.
Well, Mariah Carey is all over it. She has considered herself the queen of Christmas. And recently, I guess we're leaving it to her to announce when it's okay to celebrate Christmas. Because this is her on her Instagram page posting this video.
Halloween slayed, but now it's time.
Can we not? Oh! Can we not? She is the self-appointed queen of Christmas. She gave herself that title.
That is very true. If you are one of her fans, you may be interested in Amazon merch that they have out right now. Prices are astronomical. If you want a bedazzled Christmas tumbler that says all I want for Christmas is you, $50.
Ouch.
An official Mariah Carey Christmas sweater, $115. If that's not enough, you need that outdoor lawn inflatable.
Yes.
That Mariah Carey is in Santa's sleigh driving the reindeer, okay? Wow. $160.
In her defense, she has to make all of her money in the next month, like for the year. So good on you, Mariah. And thank you for ushering us into Christmas.
Halloween slayed, but now it's time.
Can we not? Working for a living, living and working. I'm taking what they're giving 'cause I'm working for a living.
They say you never know what someone else is going through until you walk a mile in their shoes. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. And that kind of happened for Gavin recently with a friend of his.
Yeah, he recently started a job with the Parks Police here in town.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either. It's super cool.
Is he a real cop? Or?
He technically is.
Okay.
Badge and all. I've heard.
You get a gun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's got all the training.
Okay.
But his shift is an early shift where he has to wake up around 4 o'clock to get into work, which is something that we as morning show DJs do every single day. I wake up at 3:50.
Enjoy this life, pal.
That's when my alarm goes off. And he was telling me, it's like, I didn't realize how hard this was. And every time you talked about being tired and the wake up, I was like, you can probably just get the 8 hours. No, man, you don't see the sun for days after you wake up.
Yeah.
And it does. It messes with you, and you don't grow into it. You don't grow into the 4 a.m. wake up.
Like every time doing mornings that I've been like at a mainstream station or here or whatever, like when my contract comes up and I negotiate, I'm like, you're not paying me because I'm great at this job. You're paying me because you're ruining my life. And you're making me get up at 3:50. When there's a 3 in your alarm, it is not ever a good thing. So it's good, though, that your buddy now, instead of making fun of you, he'll commiserate with you when it's Sunday night and you got to leave somewhere at 7 because you got to go to bed. He'll understand your pain now.
Yeah, your social life has a timer. And it's been hard. But I do think, again, I would take this job.
Oh, absolutely.
The hours I love getting off when I do get off.
Yeah.
But it's hard to wake up.
So this is what I want to talk about with you right now. Based on your job, what do people not understand about your job? Maybe that hidden thing. Like people look at our job. It's great. Like it is great. Like you get to go and talk on the radio, and it's a great job. I get it. But there is a downside to that, and it's getting up at 3:50 in the morning. It hurts, but it's still a great job. So what is that thing about your job that people might not understand? Maybe it makes it difficult. Maybe it makes it, challenging or interesting or fun or whatever. Love to hear your story right now. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. We'll take yours now. So what's yours, Lisa?
I'm a police officer at a hospital.
So now you are a police officer, and you could be a police officer anywhere, but your beat, as it were, is at the hospital?
Yes, I was a police officer in various locations, and this was going to be my, I guess, quote-unquote, retirement job because I really just wanted to be in one place. And I felt God led me there for some reason because I never thought I would work at a hospital.
So do you like what you get to do there? Like, has it been good for you?
It is. Like I said, I see some people like at their very worst times in their life. I get to see a lot of little children that come in. Sometimes they're sick. Sometimes they're worried about their parents. And then I have parents that are grandparents that come out, and you can tell that they've been through it, and they start talking, and I'm just there to listen. And there's times where I ask, well, would it be okay if I prayed for your person? And they just look at me with a sigh of relief, and they just say, yes.
Well, I know that you have to be a godsend for a lot of people that are in some of their darkest hours. And so what you're called to is very unique and something that sounds like you've been qualified for.
I have an idea for you. It could be kind of fun. Like while you're at your post, have a wheel that people spin, and it either says pray or tase. And so if they land on pray, then that's what you do. If they land on tase, it goes that way.
See, this is why Lisa is where she's at and why you are where you're at.
If I could get that job, I would take it. What do you do?
Man, I'm a prep manager at a seafood restaurant.
What does that mean?
Man, so that means you got to wake up, and I'm talking about early, Wally. I'm talking about midnight. Get on in here, start prepping all this stuff, and get it ready for the restaurant to open.
Wait a minute. You're getting in at midnight, so a seafood restaurant's not going to do a breakfast service. So what time do you guys open?
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Does it really need that much prep work?
Oh, yes. You have to thaw all the food. You got to make every food we make is from scratch. So you got all of our cornbread, our coleslaw, everything's scratch. Sauces, scratch. The worst part about this job is we got this shrimp. You got to thaw it. You got to sort it, and you got to peel it.
It's funny because for a split second there, Eric, you sounded like Bubba Gump from Forrest Gump.
Shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich. That's about it.
Well, dude, I love shrimp, and I know what it's like because we used to get the shrimp, and I'd have to peel and devein everything myself when we'd make it at home, and it takes forever. So I get them now automatically done. So I could see where that would not be a fun job every day to do that.
Wally tried doing 400 pounds of it.
Oh, snap. That's a lot. Like, the most I've ever done is, been about 4 pounds. He's like, that's a light snack. Remember that stuff I said about shrimp?
There's shrimp kebabs, shrimp creole, shrimp gumbo, there's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp. That's about it.
Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.